Welcome to Love Them Knives Studio, Crazy Ben, but QSP, what's going on? Titanium S35? Are we talking about the same brand here? Yeah, of course we are. Kicking it up a notch. Be right back. Well, what have we here? We have QSP going hot style all the way downtown. Whew. It's fairly slender. It's fairly lightweight. It's not a flipper, it's a flicker. It's S35VN. It's, a nice satin blade, directional this way on the flats, that way on the grind. It's anodized blue. It's a Songbird, of course. Well, it's a Bluebird now. And it's got carbon fiber. What? Don't. No. Stop. No. On both sides. Told you not to tell me that. And a lanyard hole in here. So, backspacer? What? What are these people trying to do? Make a complete knife? This actually looks really good, and it feels good in the hand, and you got jimping here. I'm going, where's the flipper tab, huh? Well, guess what? I know, breaking news. Not everything has to be a flipper. Sometimes you can just, you can just flick it out like that. And it's easy to do that. Get behind it. Give it a little kick, like that, right? And then, on this side, can you get it from that end? Yes, you can. So, middle finger flick, thumb flick, however you want to do it, it's there. Jimping on top of the blade, dual thumb stubs, so it's ambidextrous that way, opening, although right hand with the lock bar, correct? Now, here's your lockup, 20-25%. Not too shabby. Take a look. Titanium pocket clip, 2 screws in there. I carried this one, and pocket clips seem fine. So I don't recall it being an issue. Big enough lanyard hole, that's for sure. Carbon fiber inlay, that's nice. Also could act as an over travel stop. Doesn't need to because you already got an over travel stop in there. Not sure what size we have for screws there. It might be interesting to check. Let me get this off of here and take a look real quick. This is a number 6. Yeah, that's a number 6. So are these, I'm sure. Okay, so these are number 6s. And obviously this is a number 8. And yes, it is. Okay, so it's kind of nice when they go all 8s. But hey, this is a big step up for QSP, I think, and they've got another titanium one out, and I forget the name of it right now, and it looks incredible. But this one is really cool. Of course, it's got kind of a recurve here, so sharpening that. Yes, so that's not as straightforward as some blade shapes. Got a little kind of choil in here for that. Oh, let's check this out. I was kind of curious about this, and I never did put 3.5 millimeters. It's not super light blade stock, but it's appropriate. 0.134. Let's see how fat this is. It's not very. 0.44. So that's right there, just a skosh thinner than a paramilitary 2. So it carries good. 11.21 millimeters. Check that out. That is not that thick. Okay? That's not that thick. Oh, throw the tape on it and get a real number. 3 3/4. 97 millimeters at least on that blade. 8, over 8 1/4. Just a skosh over 8 1/4 and just a little over 21 centimeters. So you got the metrics on that, and you've got pretty much the same size between these two. Except this blade's longer and this handle's longer. Other than that, get this back here. Handle's longer, you can see. but blade's longer here. So however you like that to roll. Mini Doman, well, it's bigger than the Mini Doman. And Best Tech, my swordfish, or we just call it the fish. Yeah, swordfish, big, yeah, big knife, big knife. Tuyaknife, Cebu. Cebu's bigger. Cebu is bigger. Not bigger blade, but it looks like it's bigger overall. Oh, my bruiser's always here. I'm always using my bruiser. Tuyaknife bruiser. To you, buddy. And maybe something you'll recognize a little bit more readily is the Recon. And I got smudgies all over that too, but Recon's a huge knife. So that just kind of gives you a little idea on that. I like the action on it. You know what? It's easy to disengage though, and you got that little machined area. Disengaging this knife, really easy. Flip it closed. I mean, get behind that, kick it open. Really nice. Detent. This is a stronger detent than a lot of knives. But, I mean, a lot of them I've had recently have been like in the 4 something range. And I think this is stronger than that. I can, let me try this again. I think this is more close to a straight up 5. But it's not a, I don't think this is a 5.5. No, it's not a 5.5, but you know what? If this is the way you got to open it like that, I don't want it a 5.5 to a 6. It's gonna make my thumb or finger sore kicking it open, especially when I'm playing with it, which I do. Oh, it comes in this box, by the way. Check this out. Hold on. Flip it around. Okay. That was the model number and all that. Look at this. I mean, it slides open. It's like got a drawer here. Nice though. I mean, you get this, which the pouch goes in, and check out the card. Yeah. All kinds of information on here. Better knife, better life. Actually, my motto is cheaper knife, happier wife. Yeah. One guy commented, I thought this was hilarious. He goes, you know, my big nightmare is I die and my wife sells my knife collection off for what I told her I paid for them. How true, how true. Of course, the knife comes in here. You get a microfiber cloth pouch here. Any pouch on the other side? I didn't see one. No, not bad though. I think this thing's like 160, I think 169. I'll give you the link to White Mountain Knives because they have this on here. So they carry the QSP lineup, and I'm so glad they do. They started this, wow, I don't know when it was, like a year or so ago, doing this. And they were various and sundry. Some I liked better than others. And, but wow, have they really matured to a whole different high-end quality here. And, oh, by the way, the Javale, and this is just a D2, you know, G10 D2 blade. But we've tested them, and it's the real deal, you know. This one, no, but, I mean, we've tested their D2 and stuff before, and they've been legit. So this will probably go in for testing as well as this, just to get an HRC, kind of see where they're sitting, put them on a sheet. But the Javale and, oh, the Locust with a micarta and a VG10. And they've got, you know, and here you go, titanium pocket clip, open design. Of course, they're weight relieving. They're skeletonizing their liners in here. but you got this nice, as they called it, what, laminated flax? Is that what they, I think that's what they called it. But a micarta, and these have been really nice, good action, centered, no lock rock blade play on any of these. Really good knives. And then this one, really slender, great action, nice presentation as far as the package and everything goes. And then, I mean, that drop's just really nice on this knife. Are we over the detent ball? Not yet. Okay. There you go. But wow, I'm impressed. Duly impressed. Ergos are good. They feel good in the hand. That fits perfect. This is fine. And we're back in here. Now, it just depends on where your fingers are. I'm hitting a little bit in here, but I can kind of pull in. I'm good. Okay, I'm good, solid there. But if you have bigger hands or much smaller, these may hit you in a different place. So I can say ergos for me are pretty darn good. For you, may be variable. Reverse grip, pretty good. And it just slid in my pocket. It felt like a much smaller knife, but it's not. It's over 3 3/4 technically blade there. I mean, it's lighter than the Paramilitary 2. It's more slender than the PM2. It's got a longer blade than the PM2. It's S35VN, and it's stainless, and it's titanium, and it's carbon fiber, and dressier. So, in a lot of ways, and about, really, about the same price as Fancy, although she's the 110V, but the price is about the same between these two. So if you already got one of these, well, maybe you ought to try one of these and tell me what you think. I was really impressed with this. I was surprised. And this is not the only titanium model they have in their lineup. And traditionally I've seen them as kind of a struggling up and coming budget, another line like coming up trying to compete with the Vanguard series of Kaiser and the Best Tech and stuff like that. But they've got, check them out on Instagram. They've got QSP Europe and regular QSP page. And wow, they've got some really interesting models. I don't know what's going on, but all of a sudden they just hit the jets and they have really rocketed up into the middle of this complete fracas of really high quality budget knives, and they're very competitive with this. Remember 3 or 4 years ago? You get S35VN and this kind of stuff, you're in the 250 range? That's surprising. So yes, very lightweight. These guys are interesting because they've got this little, eye hole, so you can finger flick them as well as hit the flipper tabs on them. You can see very much the same in that regard. QSP, I'm gonna keep my eye on these guys. They caught me by surprise, but I'm very impressed. What do you think? Put your comments down below. Do you have any of these guys? If you do, put a comment in there and let me know what you think. If you really have issues with them, or your cutting performance or whatever. And we will probably have these, VG10, D2, and S35. We'll have them HRC'd, and then maybe one or several of these off to Outpost or whoever in the group to do some cutting performance testing. Let's find out. Put them on the log. Take care, my friends. You know what we do. We love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.